I'm Tim. Welcome to Tim's Time. Well, I am filming this right after we have finished our annual Valentine's banquet. And it is one long but wonderful day filled with prime rib, baked potatoes, all the desserts you can eat, great green beans, bread, sweet tea, and then culminated in a show which can only be described by me, the MC of it, as a as a show, with a hint of the gospel mixed in toward the end. Anyway, it takes a great deal of volunteers to put it on, and folks serve and spent most of their weekend here cooking, preparing, setting up, decorating, practicing, rehearsing, doing lights, many folks on the stage, a lot of folks behind the scenes. I mean, it just takes a monumental effort. And the word that strikes my mind or comes to mind at the end of it or after it's over, all the prime rib has been served and the potatoes have been baked and cut and eaten and everything's done, I think of the word rest. And I'm a big believer in rest. The Bible uses the word Sabbath, you know that, where we distract daily, withdraw weekly, abandon annually, as someone has said. I'm a big believer in that, and using your time to get off and physically replenish. But this week, I want to encourage you about a different element of the word rest. It is the rest for our souls, our minds, the turmoil that tends to come within, or from within, as we try to understand and struggle with some of the issues of life. I'm reading through a devotion book Paul David Tripp wrote, and I don't always do this, but I just thought it's pretty interesting, and so I'd like to read you his comments a little bit about thinking, contemplating. And he says, yes, it's true. We're all theologians, scientists, archaeologists, and philosophers. We're created by God to be meaning makers. We never leave our lives alone. We pick through them all the time, trying to make sense out of the civilization that they comprise. We do forensic investigations of our past. We leaf through the layers of our present, and we try our best to figure out our future. Made in the image of God, we live our lives based not on the facts of our experiences, but on our unique interpretations of those facts. That's why the little girl asks that seemingly endless list of why questions. She has an inner drive to know. That's why the teenager seems a bit lost. He is trying to figure his life out. That's why the bride is a bit nervous before her wedding. She is wondering what the future will bring. That's why the old man gazes off into the distance. He is recounting once was. It's not wrong to think and think hard. And I would add, because my congregation knows this, I am a big believer that you are to process or unpack your past. And you are to withdraw daily, if you can, to spend significant time thinking through your day and thinking through various avenues and possibilities that God might have for you. And I'm a big believer in where there is no vision, the people perish. And if you don't really have something that you're working toward that God is showing you and that you're contemplating and seeking from Him, that you're just going to sort of wander aimlessly as if you don't have a vision. So I believe in the old words from Apollo Creed in the first Rocky movie. Be a thinker, not a stinker. And my kids know that I quoted that, and people know. Be a thinker, not a stinker. Now, having said all of that, the danger comes, and Tripp writes of this, when we try to find our security in our thinking, in our understanding, in our contemplating, in our retrospecting, in us. There is no rest for our souls found in us figuring anything out. Our rest comes from the one who created rest. Our peace comes from the one who is the Prince of Peace. Our joy and our ability to cope and our understanding comes as he who understands gives it to us. So I don't know what you're going through this week and how this Tim's time hits you, but wherever you are, let me just encourage you to find your rest in him. In fact, let me give you this last phrase from Dr. Tripp. Today you'll look to find rest by trying to understand your life, or you'll rest in the one who understands everything, including your life. I'm committing that to memory, by the way. Today you'll try to understand or to find rest by trying to understand your life, or you'll find rest in the one who understands everything, including your life. I hope you have a restful week and a great day.